Perhaps nowhere else in the world of wine is so entwined with the use of oak barrel aging as Rioja is. Like so many wine innovations, the practice started in Bordeaux, just across the Pyrenees. A Riojan priest named Manuel Quintano studied in Bordeaux and began experimenting with oak in the 1780s to great acclaim, but Rioja as a whole would not truly blossom until the collapse of Bordeaux's wine industry from phylloxera in the 1870s. This cataclysm led many talented vignerons to travel across the Pyrenees with their French oak barrels in tow, and Rioja skyrocketed to the international renown it still enjoys today. But French oak is very expensive, and Spain's last remaining New World colony of Cuba was just a short skip from the USA and its massive reserve of cheaper American oak. Thus, the most famous descriptors of American oak, such as vanilla, coconut, and cream, became linked with Rioja. American oak, with its wider set grain, allows for more oxygen transfer than European species, which served to accent the fruit and power of the heavily extracted Riojas of the 80s and 90s. But like in so many Old World wine regions, some Riojans have been seeking to bring elegance and nuance back to their wines, and as such they have returned to the French oak that their ancestors first experimented with before settling largely on American. Vinedos de Paganos el Puntido Gran Reserva 2006 is one such wine. 100% Tempranillo in 100% French oak. You will find the sweet and sour vanilla flavors from the American oak replaced by sweet and spicy chocolate flavors from the French. All the classic Rioja pairings still apply for this wine: steak, lamb, just about any red meat, but poultry is very much an option too for this lighter-bodied callback to Rioja's early history. Like almost every aspect of Basque culture, Chacoli is a fascinating anomaly of a wine surrounded on all sides by more widely recognized customs. With ancestry in pre-Indo-European Like almost every aspect of Basque culture, Chacoli is a fascinating anomaly of a wine surrounded on all sides by more widely recognized customs. With ancestry in pre-Indo-European peoples and speaking a language isolate that has seen harsh repression from both the French and Spanish governments, the Basque identity would have never survived without its joyful and alluring culture. Chacoli is a flirtatious, low-alcohol, spritzy party wine that couldn't have less in common with the solemn, scholarly wines of Bordeaux to the north or Rioja to the south. If they have any distant relatives, it is surely in Portugal's Vinho Verde. Everything about Chacoli is geared towards long sessions in the sunshine with family and friends, with or without the aid of serious cuisine. The enduring symbol of Basque drinking culture is the porron, a long-spouted jug, also often used for Basque cider, that allows the pourer to be situated far away from the vessel being poured into, sometimes at very great distances. It is easy to understand why the porron is such a hit at parties. By volume, most Chacoli comes from the westernmost part of the Basque country in Biscay, but the best, such as this wine from Chomen Echanes, is usually recognized as coming from Getaria, a tiny fishing village less than an hour's drive from the French border. You can expect a touch of sparkle, accentuating the refreshing and light nature of this bone-dry wine. But there is more here than just a simple coiffer. Nice layers of orchard fruit and salinity are evidence that the complexity of Chacoli is often underappreciated. Pair with a sunny day, along with some light crackers and seafood like ceviche or sardines, and enjoy the oncoming spring like the Basques do.